Hi everyone, welcome to this new video in which I will show you two things. I will show you how many markers you need to buy and which markers you need to buy. So you don't have to invest all your money in many markers that you will never use, and that will make you more rich and better at sketching. For this, I will use my little Muji box that I use all the time on the side of my table. And you will see that from this Muji box, there's only a few markers, and this is enough for you to go from quick doodles to very advanced sketching. Okay, so let's have a look at this now. So the ones that you need are actually these ones. You only need this black pen Uni 03, knowing that 05 is too much and 01, 02 is too thin, so you need to be very good or very precise. So I really recommend you to buy 03, not more. Avoid also the big ball pen, because when you apply marker on it, then they sort of absorb and it makes something strange with the ink, as the ink seems to like fade around and it's not very good. You will need also black pencil and white pencil. So I use these ones, the Faber-Castell. These are greasy enough to really apply very well on the paper. And then markers. So this is the important point, because markers are expensive, so you don't want to buy all the markers. I remember that when I was at school, I negotiated with my mom to give me some money so I could just go and buy a lot of markers. And in fact, I realized a few years after that half of them, or even more, I didn't even use them. Now, after like 10 years of designing products and sketching, I can tell you that what you need is the basics. So C2, C3, C4, C7 and the black one. Take a screenshot of all this and go to the shop or check in the newsletter. There are links to buy all of this. So these ones are used for all the basics. Then you need the highlighters. The reason why I have highlighters all the time is that highlighters are very cheap and they are quite dynamic. So that allows you to do, when you like stuff like this, it could be quite boring, but as soon as you put a bit of highlighter, it brings like a lot of colors, and that's why I use highlighters. And also highlighters is cool because you have this trend of neon, you know, like this neon bright color. And this is a trend, so sometimes it's good to, sometimes in some categories of product, you can use this as a color to be used in this thing, especially for sport or any sort of trendy thing. I will send you later some newsletter about trends and how you can apply them. Then you need colors. So for this, I don't use so many. I tend to use highlighters more. But you can always buy the colors that you like. Just pick a few of them, like 1 or 2 or 3 colors that you like, and that will be enough for you. You don't need to buy all of them. In fact, what you do all the time, you sketch mostly in a neutral tone, and then you apply 1 or 2 colors maximum. Whether it's a sketch or it's the design, that's what you should be doing. It's very rare that you apply like 4 or 5 colors on the same product, unless you work for shoes. And I think even for shoes, it's not really the case, it's too much. So if you want to keep simplicity will start there. And remember that this is the base, and this is just like one color for your sketch or for your design. And the last one that you need is the white pen. So I use this white pen, it's a 0.7. 0.7 is thick enough to be precise, and it's not too big. And this is really the key of sketching. It's what will make your sketch go from boring to amazing. So now look at how they apply. When I do like quick sketches like this, I will only use C2 or C3 and this, and I will add a highlighter. For the shadows, I will use a C7, so quite a dark shadow, but not like fully black. And this combination is enough, and as you see again, it's neutral and the color accent. That's what will make that's what will bring life to your sketch, to your design, without being too much. Now you will elevate a little bit. You will elevate a little bit your sketch by just adding a little bit of black pencil. So you see here, I emphasize the contrast with the black pencil. So you can see a few videos online already on my YouTube channel. And this is really used to emphasize the contrast. That's when you start progressing your sketch from quick doodles, to something which is a bit more advanced, a bit more refined. It's the same thing that I will use here. This, you start to see really the importance of the highlighter and how I use the marker. In fact, the difference between a sketch like this and a sketch like this. It's just that here I spend more time, I apply more marker. For example, this would be a bit more gray, for example. The difference between this and that is just like spending more time and applying more markers on all the surfaces. When this one, I just like keep a lot of white surfaces. So now you may think, when do I use highlighter and when do I use marker? Well, it's the same. When you will apply highlighter, you will apply the marker instead. So from this, I could have done exactly this. I could have done exactly this sketch with the bright highlighter. That would be the same. In fact, it's just that the bright highlighter is good for quick sketching, and when I start doing more accurate sketches, I will start to use the color which I think will be good for the product in the end. So that's where I start to implement colors and start to think of the CMF. Then I always use the pink one. So pink one is the E11. So this is quite a good one. Copper, gold, wood. This one simplifies everything. So it gives you like a sort of tone of all these materials. And then you will only need to emphasize with a sort of pencil to give it more contrast or less contrast, or do like the wood texture or things like this. But it will also be good when you have to do people. So you see like my little man here, they always have like this sort of skin tone. And I use the same color for skin, brass, gold, copper, wood. All this is useful with the same tone. So you see here that's copper, and I use the same here with orange pencil just to emphasize and contrast more. But basically that's one thing that allows me to do all these materials. And the reason why I say that you need to use the white pencil and the black pencil is to reinforce all the contrast and all the subtlety of the surface. For example, here you can see that the surface is going inside, which means that this has less light because the light comes from here, so this has less light. And that's why here I instantly start to emphasize this edge. But this one has been all around, it has been made with the same marker. So this allows me to bring all this subtlety and contrast. This will define the difference between something that you do quickly here and something which is a lot more accurate. It's the same principle, but I spend a lot more time and I'm a lot more careful when I do this one. So again, it allows you to really improve the sketching. That's what brings you from doodle to normal sketch to advanced sketch. And the last one is the highlighter. So you will see here, there's this white edge here that goes on the side. And this white edge is the impact of the light. You will see it here on the button and here on the plastic. And this is really the magic part of the sketch. That when you apply this, then your sketch becomes good. It's the pen that you cannot really avoid if you want to do good sketching. You need to have one with you when you sketch. If I zoom in a little bit, you can see that there's all these holes, and all the holes have a sort of impact of light. And this is what brings the realism to the sketch. That's what brings the quality of the sketch. And if you remove this white pen, you would think that the sketch, okay, it's good, it's well done, the design is good, but it's not yet very special. You don't feel the volume as much as you do with the white pen. So very important, the white pen is the key. Alright guys, so you have seen that you don't need so many markers in order to create sketches, and it's always the same that I use to go from doodles to complicated sketches. Now if you are missing some of them, you can go in the newsletter I sent, and I listed all the markers and all the pens that I use with Amazon links, so you can find everything there. Thank you guys, see you in the next video in which I will show you a bit more in depth how we go from doodles to complicated sketches. And also I will try to make you understand that sketching is not something for doing cool stuff. It's a tool to achieve greater design. And that's what you will learn on all these newsletters and all these videos. You will learn how to design better products. That's my objective. It's not to teach you how to sketch. You will learn how to sketch, but you will mostly learn how to sketch to design better. Okay, so thank you guys and see you in the next video. Bye.